I feel bad for old Wyandotte County sometimes.
Kansas City, Kansas. The county seat of Wyandotte County. It's not bad. It's the 98th wealthiest county per capita in Kansas, out of 106 counties.
Per capita, probably.
Per capita, yeah. I had no idea that was the situation.
Hey, I think that's my daycare center.
This was Indian Springs. It was a shopping center. This used to be where we all hung out. It's not anymore, obviously. And here's where I'm from.
This used to be a big stone wall here that said Redwood Gardens. Okay, sorry. Oh my God, there used to be a playground here. Down here at the end. I love this place so much. You could go down that way, but there's a real sharp drop down. You had to find alternate ways to get down there, but that's like a ledge that drops straight down. These are quadruplexes. So I lived on this block. This is where we lived. My room was the top. The window that's open, you see there? I don't know if
Notice I'm not getting out of the car.
Up top,
Yep.
that's where I lived. There used to be a wall between 816 and 818. You can see sort of the line there where the bricks used to be.
Every morning, I left this house. It was brown then, and there was a wall there. I'd walk down the street and wait right about here for the bus.
This used to be a basketball goal. A year ago, there was a basketball goal there. Now it's just
Now it's a parking lot.
not even. It's just a piece of concrete that nobody uses.
That bus took me to Muncie Elementary School, which is no longer called that. Once a week, starting in second grade, I was separated from my classmates, sent on a long, solitary walk down the hall, outside and down the long playground stairs, which are behind this weird stained glass-looking partition that you see there, to the lower level, where I waited a long time to get on a short bus. That short bus took a long trip, picking up other short people who had themselves been singled out to be sent away. We all arrived to a final location where we would spend a few hours in the TAG program. TAG stood for Talented and Gifted. We were being challenged, I guess. I used to be smart. We were all kind of outcasts from our schools, singled out and separated for being smart, different. Who let me wear that hat? But even amongst us, there was one kid who was...
My name is Freddy Moore II. My full name is Freddie Lee Moore II. I'm a man with bipolar and schizoaffective disorder. And I take medication that sort of keeps me on the even level. And I have challenges just like anybody else. But I do think I try to rise to the occasion. When I get in trouble, I go to my family and friends and doctors for help. I have trouble socializing with people, and especially around new people. And I'm trying to come out of my shell in my later years because I want to start dating. I've never been on a romantic date. I've been on 3 platonic dates at my last high school reunion.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to find my way through this interesting world we live in.
Hi, which way's lot A? Straight ahead, thank you. This feels good.
How you feeling, Freddie?
Fine.
Fine. Look at us, isn't that your dream come true?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then get excited.
You said you have trouble, like, socializing with, like, new people?
Yeah. I just don't know how to. I wait for an opportune time to chime in with my opinion and stuff. Sometimes it never comes. I just sit around listening, drinking, and eat other people's conversations. Every once in a while, I get to say something, but I don't try to hug the conversation. I try to keep it going and stuff.
How you feeling, Trent?
Moshing at the Weird Al show.
Oh, I feel great.
There you go.
Alright, I'm talking to this guy. Alright.
He's just saying.
Is lot A down here? Lot A? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Alright.
We're never gonna
Right when I
get
thought
there.
I was awesome.
Now you really messed up, Carson.
We're doing bad things right now.
Just help you.
I'm gonna go the wrong way here because I couldn't make that turn.
Okay, so
I was talking to the wrong guy.
we are pulling into Lot A
We're trying.
at Starlight Theater for Weird Al Yankovic.
This must be weird.
That's Brent. Brent in the background.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's gonna be great. We are ready for action.
Hi, is this lot A?
Uh,
Is which one? The next turn?
anyway,
No, my sister is Debbie Churchill. She's got me on the list. Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I know, I like to say my sister's name and then say.
so anyway, we are pulling into Starlight Theater for the Weird Al Yankovic concert. It's about to get started in about an hour. So
That's lot A, right?
this is my first
That's lot A,
live
right?
Facebook story,
That's lot
so
A.
it comes out crappy.
Sorry.
I apologize, but this is my first time.
We're gonna get that guy fired that sent us the wrong way, Fred. No, dude, we're gonna talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm on the lot A list. Debbie Churchill's my sister. I'm Chris Churchill. Okay. Just anywhere? Yeah, anywhere. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, I like that Barney picture. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was frightening. Dude, I just saw like his picture of Barney Fife. He said, oh, that ain't me. I got more than one bullet. And I was like, uh-oh, what's he trying to say? Oh. This guy's threatening me. Is he threatening me?
Should have stopped the car. You want to go? What'd you say?
What did you say?
My sister's Debbie Churchill. I can have your ass right now.
With 2 bullets in it. Oh, man.
I'm calling her.
calling
Yeah,
her.
we got a problem. We got a situation here.
What's your name? With more than one bullet.
What's your name, Barney?
So we
That
gotta
is your name.
So where's gate 3? We gotta go to gate 3.
Anyway, we're about to go in, so this is where I sign off, y'all.
Peace.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Alright, how do you turn this off?
There it is.
Awesome. That is forever. We just communicated with the entire world.
Lot A at Starlight Theater for Weird Al Yankovic.
Alright, it's posted.
Okay.
I should mention right now that
Okay, here we go, guys.
throughout this movie, if you don't hear my voice behind the camera, you're going to hear Brett's.
This is Brett filming something, and I'm filming Brett.
Yeah.
And there's Freddie getting out of the car, going to the weirdest of Al shows. Oh, you gonna close the door for me, Fred? Thank you. Going in there to Starlight Theater. All right, we gotta find gate 3.
How do you feel about the dating front? Do you ever get like jealous of your friends?
A little bit. Seeing my friends with their children and growing grown children.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've tried asking people out over the years, and then more often than not, I usually get shut down. I guess within the past like a decade or so, I just stopped asking and stuff, and just concentrate on doing things that make me happy. But I'm trying to grow and mature as a human being.
Yeah. Yeah, I get jealous of Brett. Because, even though I've been married all these years, I get jealous of Brett because he's a grandfather now. He's got, how many kids does he have? 2?
Yeah.
I don't know my best friend from high school's number of kids. But he's got 2 kids and a grandkid. I get jealous of him, but do you ever... What's wrong, Gabby?
What about all of us?
What do you do?
Like all of your family.
The thing that we share in common that we're both uncles. We got nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
I only have one sister, at least on my mom's side. My dad's gonna get mad at me for talking about this, but he's not watching, so. I may have another half sister, but on my dad's side, and I don't know if she has any children or anything.
But you don't have any connection to them.
No.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I should let you turn your own pages.
Yeah. Okay.
You were saying that it's kind of falling apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you mind if I flip this open?
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Is that's your mom and who? Is that you and Khadijah?
No.
No, that's not you.
No. My mom's the one in the blonde wig, and she's holding up
The
her
blonde wig. Okay.
She's holding up high school pictures.
Okay.
Jesus. This looks like my grandparents' house, but
Where?
I don't recognize the walls.
Oh, all these black and white ones over here look like your grandparents' house?
Yeah. That's my maternal grandparents, John and Maddie Gray.
Oh, wait. Right.
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
My name is Bonna Dozier. Fred is my son.
He's your beloved son, isn't he?
Hey, you keep talking.
It's sneaky, isn't he?
Who's sneaky?
You.
I'm a sneaky filmmaker. As long as you don't hate me, I'm happy here.
Me and Fred's father got married.
Okay.
And then we had our problems.
Okay.
So I left Fred's father. And things like I thought were gonna get better, but it didn't. So after I had Fred, I got a divorce. That's why he's the second, because I wasn't gonna name him after his dad. So I named him after his first name from his dad and middle name from my mom. So I got to call him the second, not Junior. He's the second.
So for the first 4 years, it was just
Me and Fred.
you and Freddie.
Well, see, Fred was born with bipolar.
Okay.
So, actually, they just couldn't figure out what it was, and I just kept taking him to the doctor, I wouldn't accept, we don't know what's wrong.
What types of behaviors when he was a little kid made you want to take him to the doctor in the first place? What was he doing?
A lot of fussing, a lot of fighting, you just couldn't get along with him. He'd argue all the
Really?
time, fuss all the time,
Even as a toddler?
oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
couldn't get along with him at all.
Everybody always thought that he was autistic, like when we were kids, or in high school, because I guess it was kind of like a hot diagnosis or something at the time. But so there's no nothing.
What is autism?
Well,
Asperger's spectrum, autism. It has something to do with being very sort of within yourself and being very sensitive to like outside like sounds and sights and things that keep you from being able to fully join into like human interaction in society and stuff. Because we always thought he always seemed to have a little bit of a wall between him and the rest of us, even though we were trying and we were getting along.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds autism. It sounds familiar. I probably thought about that, but it's not true. No, not true autism as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
The bipolar makes a whole lot more.
Okay.
Because like I said, they gave him a whole lot of diagnoses, and I was like, no, I don't agree with that. Let's keep on testing.
Okay.
You know, and then, you know, it's like I asked you, what is autism? And whatever they said. But autism does sound familiar, but I don't accept that.
All right, so there we go. Undo the door.
Well, around age 2, I called a woman in African garb on a public affairs TV show, The B Word, and stopped talking for approximately a year. It took speech pathologists at least a year or so to get me to talk again.
Were you not talking when you first started daycare?
Yes.
You were not talking, but you were reading already?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you this, and I don't mean any disrespect by this at all, but I'm gonna ask, and Freddie, you're here, and you feel free to answer too. But did anybody ever, when you were younger, call you retarded? Anybody ever think you were mentally handicapped or something?
When I was a kid, that's what they said when I was at some sort of daycare thing.
Yeah. That's one of the things they said.
And me, I didn't know what the word meant, but when I told my mom, she broke into tears.
Oh, your mom didn't want to hear somebody picking on you like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and of course, we don't even use the word retarded for people who have developmental disabilities anymore, but for people to, I mean, does that hurt your feelings for people to misunderstand you in that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Khadija? When you hear people misunderstand about your brother like that, does that bother you?
They used to as I was growing up, because that was, like you said, quite often they called him retarded or this and that or another. Or I called your house and a white man answered, and I'm like, no, that wasn't a white man, that was my brother.
Oh, wow.
We got the wrong number. Maybe he sounded too educated for them. I'm not quite sure.
Wow, how about that? Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. I've heard that plenty of times growing up. But like I said, you just have to take the time to know them. Oh, boy. Well, you know, she gave me a couple of good examples. Like he said when they used to call him retarded, you know, he said, I broke down in tears. I believe I would do something like that. Only because I'm so mad because people don't understand him. You got to get to know Fred. I told you before, he's a genius, got a lot of book sense.
Yes, he does.
Common sense part.
Yeah.
And, you know, if he could build that up and have more self-confidence in himself.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as, you can tell by the way people look at him when he talks.
Yeah.
They have never come to me, I guess they know better, to say anything to me, about him when I'm around to hear it, because they ain't hardly shut me up when it comes to my children.
Sure.
But, I can just tell by the way people look, the way they treat him, I like that way, and I try to, he's an adult, so I try not to jump into it because he's an adult.
I wanted to ask you kind of what you were thinking the purpose of this documentary about you is going to be.
This is a culmination of my grad school career, at least the first part of it. I'm still considering whether or not to pursue a doctorate, and first part of that is raising my GPA, so as to apply for grants and fellowships, so as to lessen my student loan burden. Let's see, I usually like to leave about 3 hours before I have to get there, but
so you'll
spend a couple hours because I have to finish typing up a paper and putting together a PowerPoint. My binder, my school books.
That's heavy.
My umbrella, my business calculator, my flash drive. Well, let's see, I have to be at the bus stop at 62nd and State no later than 11:22.
Okay. so one of us will.
You can run me up there.
And I'll what?
You run me up in the car, and so
Okay, we can take it in the car to the stop.
And Brett got me a copy of Astrophysics for People in a Hurry, autographed by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh wow, got it autographed? You said?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Brett worked on Cosmos?
Yeah, Cosmos on Fox.
Oh, I thought you said Brett worked on Cosmos.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah. Neil deGrasse was the host, and
How come Brett never told me he worked on Cosmos?
probably an oversight.
Yeah, I would imagine.
He dedicated to me, but he spelled Freddy with an I.
Oh well, can't win them all.
Waterlog damage because
Oh, I see.
didn't defend against the elements good enough.
Gotcha. Yeah, that sure.
Sorry.
No, it's
That's
all right.
my fault. I should have.
It's not your fault. It's stuff happens. But oh, I see. There's a little place we could even hide out down here and at the motorsports. And like, where's the bus stop? Is it? Freddie says it takes him about 10 minutes to get from the door of his house to walk down here. We gave him a little help today. We drove him down, but it takes him about 10 minutes from his door to walk down that big long hill. And we're gonna follow him on the bus. I don't want to ride the bus. Not that I don't want to ride the bus, but I want to drive while Muriel uses the camera. I don't want to wreck the car. We're gonna follow Freddie and show you how long it takes him to get to school every day. He's a man dedicated to his schoolwork.
Banneker Elementary. Basically, I amazed the kindergarten teacher by showing that I could read. Read my birthday cake here, or the teacher gave me my licks. 6 years old, 6 birthday licks. Anyway, I was reading with the second graders. I think different classes didn't start until I got to Fairfax. Yeah, and first grade I was reading with the third graders. It took me a while to learn math. I don't know, I didn't pick up right away, but by second grade I got in the hang of it. Addition's easy, subtraction's a little bit harder. I was well acquainted with the ruler here. Yeah, back then they had corporal punishment in schools. Yeah, bothering kids with the tongue too much, so like that, acting up. Yeah. So I'll tell you when we get to Fairfax.
Okay, cool. Keep put a bookmark in it, and we'll end it right now.
All right.
What is this park on the left?
Parkwood Park.
Huh. Did you ever play out here?
Yeah.
It wasn't connected to the school. It was just you lived near here and you played there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a park near my grandmother's house.
She lived around here?
Yeah, she was my babysitter, so we could go to Fairfax. We're at Fairfax Elementary.
So this is how you get into Fairfax? Up this little alley?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I seem to remember this driveway. I remember the bus would pull in. I would already be on the bus and you'd be standing out here you'd be standing out like over here, right?
Yeah.
Right over here,
Yeah.
waiting for the gifted bus.
Where my scholastic career began.
This is where me and Freddie met. Right here, on this very spot, is where Freddie and I met.
Yeah. Here's where the playground used to be. This is right outside the old kindergarten classroom right here.
Oh, is it?
These doors right here were kindergarten classroom.
Okay.
First grade, reading with the third and fourth graders. Second grade, I was put on the points system to earn privileges to go to art class and to music class. And where I didn't earn a specific number of buttons, I didn't go because I did not go to my second grade's Christmas pageant because I had not earned the requisite number of buttons. Yeah, I was out of control, but they put me on a point system. By the time I'm in third grade, I'm doing reading fourth and fifth grade, reading and spelling, and doing fourth and fifth grade and sixth grade math. In third grade, there was talk because of my abilities to promote me, skip the fourth and fifth grade and go straight to sixth grade. My behavioral problems put the quashed that. Yeah, because I was too wild to be sent to middle school the way I was. Middle school, I was on a tear during my sixth and part of my seventh grade years. So
why don't you grab these books here? And maybe we'll look at them on the kitchen table, maybe, or where's a good place to look at? You want to look at them outside? We can look at them outside.
All right. Just acting up because I figured I was out of watchwise of my grade school teachers, so I could cut up and not get back to them. Little did I know that people have connections everywhere, so the eyes and ears of the teachers are far and wide in your home city. Mm-hmm. So whatever you do will get back to the people that know you. They will hear about it.
Let that be a warning to you. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe if you go to another city in another state, well, several states over, maybe you might get a clean start with nobody knowing what you do.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that when I heard y'all pulling that thing up there.
What's going on?
Khadija, can you pull your car around the back, in front of Fred's driveway so they can play basketball? Or actually, pull it behind me like I keep trying to tell you. Pull it behind you and you're going not, here's my car. Pull it straight like this way, B. On the side. You know what I'm saying? You talking about in the yard? Yeah. Yeah, because I was when I heard him bring the basketball.
Maybe we should do it on the kitchen table.
Just right ahead.
We're just gonna look at some old school memories here.
All right. Ooh.
Put the D-zip in here. I'll take it.
What's this?
Mama's shoes.
Okay. I got my shoes myself. I'm make my next hamburger beef stroganoff.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the milk.
Let me pass this over here. Actually, you're gonna have to grab those, Fred, because I don't want to drop the camera.
All right. Okay.
All right. Let's see who signed this thing. Let's see if I know any of these names. See what people had to say about old Freddy back in these days. It said to Freddy, you were a fresh dude. What do you think about that? Keep chasing the girls. Uh-oh. Have a good summer. I don't know who that was. I don't remember Ricky Strong.
He was a neighborhood kid in my grandmother's neighborhood.
Oh, there's a good friend of both of ours to this day. Freddie, you're weird. I like that. Kanya, 91. Yeah, she's still a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
All right. So here's something. I'll be honest with you. Like, it occurred to me the other day that, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but that you and I, sometimes it's kind of hard to see what you and I might have in common. like as friends? What do you think?
We both met each other when we were in the talented gifted program back in grade school. And we kept in contact over the years. I admired that you became part of the comedy scene in Chicago and elsewhere. I like to think that I'm funny, but I'm not anywhere on the nowhere. I couldn't do stand up or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I seem to have a fascination with dead comedians, like
Like who?
Bridget Pryor, Bridget Jenny, Robin Williams, George Carlin. Since the first of the year, I switched from my regular station on Pandora, Robin Williams, to Nick DiPaolo.
Oh, he's kind of edgy.
Yeah, and he's right wing and stuff. But
I'll tell you this: I didn't even know that you admired that I was into comedy. I didn't even know that until right now.
yeah,
Here's another thing. So it occurred to me that a couple of times. So I'm stuttering and stammering all over this, and this is fine. And it's because I get nervous about asking certain questions. But so tell me who your best friends were like in various times during your life and up until like the present.
okay, grade school, Gerald Sparkman, who I just discovered on Facebook. I have yet to hear from my friend requests. I don't know if he's accepted it or rejected it or
Update on that, right?
yeah. We've connected on Facebook. I copied one of his statuses and put down where we met from with this Fairfax.
But he was your best friend like all through grade school?
Yeah, Gerald Sparkman and I were friends. We liked to play around and stuff and act a fool and do little boy stuff.
Sure. Yeah. And then when you got to middle school, who were your friends like middle school through high school?
Let's see. Basically, Karen Burgess and Crystal Pacheco, and who I knew in the PEAK program.
Mm-hmm. What does that stand for?
Personal Evaluation and Knowledge Enrichment.
I was in it and I had no idea. Look familiar?
Yeah. My crypto deck was turquoise.
Yeah.
And pattern on the back.
Yeah.
But the cards look like same type, same font.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Freddie used to play crypto all the time when we were kids.
I can't shuffle.
Oh, that's okay. I can. Slide that across, yeah. Crypto. Champion Freddy. Alright. You remember how to play this game?
Yes.
How do you play? How many cards?
5 cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and then
Put the one on top of the deck as the objective card.
that's the card that we're shooting for.
Yeah.
We are shooting for 18. We're shooting for 18, 7. And for 5 with the cards that we've been dealt. It doesn't really matter if we know each other's cards, right? Because we don't have the same cards to work with anyway. So we're looking at 18.
Crypto. 13 minus 10 equals 3. 9 minus 7 equals 2. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Plus 2 equals 7. Crypto. 42 plus 20 equals 42. Divided by 7 is 6. Times 1 is 6. 6 from 24 is 18. You may want to get the camera.
Okay.
10 minus 4 is 6.
Okay.
6 divided by 6 is 1. 16 minus 12 is 4, plus 1 equals 5.
3-time champ.
A perfect demonstration of Freddy's superior skill at crypto.
All right, awesome.
I do a much tougher hands on the crypto app.
It's funny, on the crypto app I do pretty good.
Wow. Oh, then wait, go back. Look, our gifted teacher, Mrs. Gast, Brenda Deal Gast.
Yeah.
Wonder whatever happened to her.
Oh.
You don't know what happened to her either, huh?
I see ya.
She was our teacher when we met.
Yeah.
I mean, not when we met, but when we were in peak classes in 7th grade.
Because I had a question on Mrs. Racine, our 6th grade teacher. Basically, I terrorized the girls in 6th grade, and I sort of got my act together in the middle of my 7th grade year and started mending fences.
Okay.
So I left everybody on good more or less on good terms before I went to Sumner. Probably maybe with the people that followed me to Sumner, I think we're all on good terms. Mm-hmm. At least until we start going through puberty.
What happened in puberty?
Oh, bodies change and stuff like that.
Well, I know that, but specifically, did you have trouble maintaining friendships with girls once everybody hit puberty?
In fact, I probably was stuck in the friend zone for probably my whole high school and most of my college career.
Yeah, that's tough. Is that lonely?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I tried being a nice guy and stuff.
Yeah, and you are. Who were your best friends like going through high school and into adult life here?
Brett, TJ, Connie Summerlin. The Eric Webb, Denise.
Yeah.
So many others.
Yeah.
If I didn't mention you, I'm sorry.
When would you consider that you and I actually became good friends? I don't think we were that great of friends in high school, were we?
Oh, we were acquaintances and stuff. We didn't start hanging out until after high school and hang with you and Brett.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Brett's a good connector. One of the things where I told him I got jealous, he considers you one of his best friends from high school.
All right, where's Brett? Where's Brett? Oh my gosh, that is Brett Becker for sure. I'm gonna put the lens back on here.
I consider him my best friend from high school.
What'd you say?
I consider him my best friend from high school because I began for to.
Hey, that's funny. I consider him my best friend from high school. Come on. No, but what?
I make an effort to hang out with him when he's in town.
But I'm never on that list, apparently.
Wow.
It's sweet of him to say that. It's very sweet for him to say that. But I do know that we became closer after high school. I know he would stay in touch with me a lot, even though I was traveling in various different places. Probably, honestly, it wasn't until, like, I don't feel like we became, like, really close until...
New York, New York.
I mean, it would have been 10 years after high school, probably.
Yeah, I feel like that too. Like, he's pretty persistent in terms of his friendship.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because when Brett and I decided to talk to each other about you real quickly, that was one of the things we said, is that you're real persistent. You know, like, maybe Brett and I would have, you know, sort of missed out on your friendship if you hadn't kept calling us, you know? Like, you kept checking whenever we were in town, like if we were around to hang out, and turns out that we, you know, made this great friendship after that because your persistence as a friend.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Or does that sound weird?
It's honest and stuff.
It's honest, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm glad. All right, let's see. Where am I? Churchill. Christopher Churchill. There I was, looking like... oh my gosh. Oh, now this kid, Sean Callahan, he was the first sort of bully that I ever experienced, but he and I ended up becoming friends. He kicked me in the back of the head one time. Ooh. Yeah, tough kid. Wait, Kevin Folsom? Let's see. Is this, wait, let me make sure I get him.
Well, there was bullies in our neighborhood, or I can remember. I think, Fred, you were in 9th or 10th grade, and I used to come up to the bus stop when we lived in Parkwood.
Yeah, Kevin Folsom.
Kevin Folsom.
One day
I think I was in the 8th grade or
what did you do?
like that.
I was in the 8th grade.
You were in 8th grade.
I finally stood up to him and held him off with moves gleaned from the first 2 Karate Kid movies.
You did what move from the Karate Kid movie?
Just stuff that I picked up watching from Karate Kid movies.
So would you try to do the crane technique on him or something?
No, with those blocks, kicks,
really?
strikes. Held him at bay.
Wow. Was he a bigger kid?
Somewhat bigger, and I made the mistake of bragging him, sort of like bragging about him about a year later at Parkwood Pool. He responded to me by jacking me in the jaw in front of my sister. I ran into him at UMKC.
How's he doing now?
He barely remembers me. I told him he jacked me in the jaw when I was younger. He said that was a long time ago, and I said it still hurts.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Let's see if we can find Freddie Lee Moore.
Right here.
All right. There's Freddie. There he is. Did you wait, why is there scribbling on yours? It just happened, huh? It's not...
Let's see. With my later high school yearbooks, my sister may have made some notations. Mine are more jagged.
Okay.
Yeah, my sister made scribbles in my hardcover yearbooks.
Was she mad at you?
We were antagonistic towards each other during our years growing up.
Yeah.
Well, we mellowed and become friends. I guess I'm like the fun uncle to her children and grandchildren.
That's pretty cool. Everybody's got to have a fun uncle. I'm the fun uncle on my side, too. Me and Kathy are the fun aunt and uncle. You like being the fun uncle?
Yeah, hopefully someday I'll give my nieces and nephews cousins to play with, but I gotta find the right woman.
All right.
Guess who this is?
Oh, wait, that is Freddie. Hi, I guess I'll see you next year. Bye-bye, Kim. I guess that's Kim Benjamin, right?
Yes. Okay. I was attracted to Kim Benjamin, and in my usual way, I came on like a creep, and she was very uncomfortable with me, and we had multiple summits with counselors over the years. Well, we eventually never got along.
Your crush at that time, correct?
Yeah, well, I was attracted to women really bad. Maybe
from sixth grade to 7th.
I was very terrible to girls. So near the end of high school, I did send her a farewell letter through social worker Mrs. Jones,
Yeah.
in which I tried to mend fences. And when I talked with her father in about 2003, he
Yeah.
brought up that I wrote that letter to her.
He brought up that you'd written that letter to her.
Yeah.
You still talk to her? Have you ever seen her father again?
No, I've never seen him. We've only talked on the phone, and basically, I decided to let that just go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. I've been a jerk to people in the past myself, and sometimes you realize you're only trying to make amends to make yourself feel better. I mean, yeah, you want to apologize to people when you did something wrong, but sometimes you're just doing that to make yourself feel better, aren't you?
Yeah. I acted worse in the first couple of years of middle school than I did in grade school. I harassed girls. Maybe on the level like of a Supreme Court justice bad or something like that.
Oh no, you couldn't have been that bad to
I
women
would
6th, 7th grade.
Fight with them or touch them inappropriately.
Oh no. Was that you think part of your bipolar you didn't quite understand or what? Or was it just
bipolar didn't really manifest till after my hospitalization at Sumner. That's when it started to manifest.
But your mom says that it started that you were diagnosed from a little kid.
Oh.
Maybe you just didn't know that you were diagnosed.
Yeah. I just never put it together until right now. Else I would be like Sheldon and say, I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested.
That's good.
Though on Big Bang Theory, Mary did concede that she should have followed up with that specialist in Houston. What is this?
It's Brett filming you on the bus, but I guess you fell asleep, and I thought it was kind of an interesting shot.
Oh, I usually don't fall asleep on the bus. I just was staring out.
Oh, right, staring out. All right. Sorry, we still got quite a ways to go, as you can see.
Yes, I believe I was out until having these problems. It wasn't until my teenage years that I started seeing psychotherapists.
So you say your teenage years, would you say like 8th or 9th grade, or?
10th grade.
10th grade. And what did you find when you were in psychotherapy?
That I had mental illness, but no one knew what it was. It would take years of therapy to even come up with a usable diagnosis.
In case, for people to know, Sumner was a school for all the really smart kids. So everybody who was at Sumner...
Smart in art.
Smart and art, right? Arts and science. Sumner Academy of Arts and Science.
Started in 1905 as an all-black high school, which pretty much stayed until about got desegregated in the fall of 1978 when it became the magnet school.
So we were only the 13th graduating class from this school. That's not bad.
Yeah.
This school has won some awards over the years, right? Or been listed as some of the best high schools in the country, right?
Yeah. Yeah. U.S. News and World Report. I don't know if we're still on it or not.
What'd you just say to your niece?
To get on the same page and stuff.
You said knees don't fail me now.
Yeah.
What you said you don't really talk to your body parts?
Yeah.
So this right here, this was Mr. Hathaway's class?
Yes.
What did Hathaway teach?
Western Civ and AP Eurohis.
And you said he was your favorite teacher here?
Yeah.
What made him your favorite teacher?
He was a master storyteller.
Yeah, he really was.
He played up the He knew how to get teenagers interested in history by playing up the sex and violence in history.
And he just passed away recently, right?
Yeah, last July.
Yeah.
Just a few days short of his birthday.
How old would he have been?
75.
You went to his funeral?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember one particular thing about his class that you really, really loved?
Let's see. To help us learn the facts, he would always play games with us, like three-dimensional tic-tac-toe, or I don't know, down 3 different planes and stuff.
So you would have to get 3 X's on one spot and do that 3 times across?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Or something like that.
That makes sense. It was a long time ago. You still find that games help you kind of remember things and learn things?
Yeah.
You're a big game player. You love trivia.
I was on both the Quiz Bowl and Science Olympiad teams, but
Okay.
instead of having 2 pictures, they had everybody in 1 picture.
Okay, we'll have to try and find that picture.
I can turn it to you right now in the senior yearbook.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. It's personalized. See, it's got my name on it.
Ooh, you did the personalized version.
Oh, yeah.
Freddie Lee Moore, the second on there.
Okay, alright, let's see. Teachers of tomorrow. Let's see. I wasn't part of that then. I was.
Do you want to be a teacher?
Back in 10th grade, I did want to be a teacher.
But you don't want to be a teacher now? What do you want to be now?
I want to be a professor.
Yeah.
Let's see. Come on. Board games, Quiz Bowl, Science Olympiad.
So were you good on this trivia?
Yeah, always.
Yeah, there's Kanye right next to you, right down below
Here
you.
we go.
But she got to go to the.
WIBW Channel 13 in Topeka.
That's a shame. You
Be
didn't
on
get to go.
TV.
That's too bad. Oh wait, that's you right there, Fred. I didn't know that. Was a picture of you. What is that from?
Quiz Bowl practice.
Oh, Pat Clevenger and you. And of course, Pat Clevenger went on to win money on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
already passed the online test. Alright, next time I come to this here.
Come on, they got an air hockey table. We never had an air hockey table. Oh man, these stairs. I forgot about this. Remember Miss Compost falling down the stairs? Huh?
My knees again.
Oh no. Look at all these accomplishments that our school has garnered. What are you looking at, Fred?
I'm trying to find my name on the scholarship, on the achievement plaque.
Oh, you said it's behind the. Is this not symbolic or not, or what? That your achievement, that your listing for your achievement is behind
a non-functional metal detector?
They're moving it for us, Fred.
Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's star original ratans right underneath.
She's a superstar in KC these days, isn't she?
Yeah. Her nameplate's no longer tinier than mine. Equally dull. Now both equally dull now.
We're both equally dull. That's you, all these years later. Yeah. Awesome.
A lot of my family went to Sumner and got their diplomas from Sumner.
From Sumner High School?
Yeah, my dad, my stepdad, my step aunt, my aunt, hey, everybody, my dad's and stepdad's side of the family went to Sumner. And my mom went to Willis with Brenda Washington.
Oh, the news anchor?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So this used to be the phone booth, didn't it?
Yeah.
It is a closet. We spent a lot of time in here, didn't we, Fred? Yeah. The auditorium.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the addition. This used to be, that used to be the end of school, right there at that door, right?
Yeah, that used to be the student parking lot.
Do you think that if you had gone to a different high school, that you would have been picked on?
Probably. Or I probably just would have let my behavior problems would have taken center stage and overshadowed my
Oh, really?
genius and stuff. I had to rein in my behavior in order to stay there.
Oh, okay.
I cut loose during junior year and got kicked out, so my mom had to take off from work to plead my case with the Board of Education to get me reinstated.
And what do you think she said to him to have you reinstated at Sumner?
Please give my son another chance, because this place is the only place that nurtures his intellect and stuff like that.
Fred. Thank you, Fred.
Let's go sign out. You're gonna have to explain to me your coffee order again.
Depends on the size of the coffee too.
Sure.
It was like small. Maybe you get by about 3 or 4 packages equal.
3 or 4 packages of equal in a small what, cappuccino?
Yeah.
Okay, and you said for a large one 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Okay. You got kind of a sweet tooth, huh?
Yeah.
Think that may have contributed to your other situation?
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready to go there. Just gotta take a couple of shots.
Shots of what?
Insulin first.
So you're diabetic too?
Yeah.
Sorry, I sounded so surprised when I said you're diabetic too. Makes me sound like a real jerk. You ever get tired of all the stuff you have to do to keep yourself going, Fred?
I think at least I'm still alive to be doing this.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good attitude.
I'm trying to work on my weight. And, hopefully I'll be losing enough weight so I don't have to keep doing this.
Yeah. What, you mind me asking?
Maybe like 70, at least 70 pounds or something like that.
Okay. Hang on, let me make sure you...
Give me like under 300.
Is that where you're at right now, around 300?
I wish. I'm
Hang on a second, don't...
in mid 300s. Let's get a little drink of water.
Okay.
Wow, what weather we're having.
Yeah, I got the same problem. Just when I hear you say 4 or 5 equal, I worry because that I don't even know if I could taste anymore after 4 or 5 equals. That's, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, have you thought, they ever tell you your sweet tooth's maybe a little bit too much?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's keep walking. Let's keep walking. Sorry. Again, I'm not trying to be insulting or anything like that. I'm just, It's one of those things where like they tell you need to kind of train your tongue away from sweet stuff. Gradually, little by little. You can tell me to shut up anytime.
No.
You're all right? So you're too nice to tell me to shut up, aren't you? Yeah. But you're thinking it, aren't you?
Probably, yeah.
What?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. You feeling all right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's cold though, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get back to the car.
95, yeah. 95 was a crazy year.
What do you mean by that?
He had an episode a few years ago.
Oh.
After you came back from K-State.
Oh,
when
yeah.
He got off his medicine.
Sure.
And so you started to have an episode. And so that threw me.
So that worries you real bad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then I realized I needed my meds because I take my meds religiously now because without my meds I can't even get to sleep.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. No. Hey, Freddie, I'm with you on that. There's a pill I'm on. I don't take it. I don't sleep at all now. Yeah. I go right through the night without sleeping. I hear you.
I managed to stay out the hospital psych ward for over 15 years now.
Let's see. Have you... Well, you got me beat. It's been 12 for me.
In your main mood, you feel like you're on top of the world. Nothing can shake you. You feel like invincible.
Yeah.
And the downside is the depressive part of the manic episode.
Sure.
When you're down the dump.
At that time, what was it like?
At that time, it was more of a manic-like episode.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So when you're in a manic mood, like, have you ever done anything like that you just like, I can't believe I did that?
No. I'm well, but only up to a point. Usually not to somewhere that I'll do something that I'll get arrested for.
What do you mean? By manic, what kind of stuff was he doing?
Rambling.
Really?
And once again, numbers off. I remember we were on the way to the hospital, and he started messing with the radio. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it was something about the waves of the radio.
Really? You were worried about that, Fred?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes during sometimes during my manic stage, I feel like in my brain, I felt like I get signals.
Oh, really? That's what you think's going on? Yeah. Is that what you thought was going on with the Power Rangers? Is that what you thought was going on?
Yeah. So I was watching. Oh, I was rewinding the tape, but I was having an hallucination because as I was rewinding, everything was going forward.
Oh, weird. So you met my brother-in-law when you were in the hospital, right?
Yeah, that was in '99.
Okay. So, and you guys kind of had the same stuff going on where you were worried about stuff that really wasn't going on, right? Yeah. And you're lucky. You're still here with us. Old Wade is gone now. My brother-in-law's passed away now. And you were always very sweet, Fred. You always had nice things to say about him and about people that you care about. I just want to say, you're a very caring person, and you always touch my heart the way you care about people, Fred. Yeah. He says, yeah. Of course I do. I'm a good person. I know I am.
I'm conceited. I have a hard time reading emotions and stuff. And in fact, I'm taking advantage of the free counseling offered to me by EMKC.
Oh, good.
To examine my issues with women and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have arguments sometimes with women, you say?
Yeah, the way I treat women and stuff, not so goodly and stuff.
Yeah, like that call that you called me the other day about what happened over there at EMKC.
Got into it with this young lady on campus at the MSA, the Multicultural Student Affairs Office. And is where we hang out.
What happened?
Anyway, she was talking with somebody else, said something that I found dismissive, and I gave a little snort. I gave a dismissive snort or something. I went.
Okay.
And she lit into me. She yelled at me. It's basically a young black version of Kim Benjamin all over again. After we had this altercation, I get a call from Lene Bridewell, who used to work at the MSA, and Keshonda Dees Burnett, the director of Multicultural Student Affairs. We were undergrads together, and she's a friend and trusted ally.
But you're not in trouble, you're not in trouble
No,
right now, are you?
No, we basically we just had to avoid each other at the MSA and not share the same space and stuff.
So she yelled at you. What did she say when she yelled at you?
I don't remember right now, but I probably deserve at least half of it.
Well, you never know. There's two sides to every story, Fred. I hear you say that a lot, that you probably deserved something that you got, and I would probably disagree with you a lot of the time. When you're in those depressive moods, what's it like? You just can't do anything?
Yeah, I'm down. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go out.
Yeah, has that kept you from getting any of your schooling goals?
Oh, let's see. Well, it took me setbacks and stuff turned what would have been the usual 4-year undergraduate degree into 12.
All right, Freddie, so tell me the story about the day after September 11th and how this became your church. Those attacks scared you really bad, huh?
Yeah. About a week or two after September 11th, I was unsure. My foundation had been shaken, and I thought I had all the answers, as most 20-year-olds thought that they had all the answers.
Right.
But this is nothing like a world-changing event to show that you don't have all the answers. And so I left Bryant Manor and started walking down the street until I came upon this church. And I walked right in and had services with Pastor Euless Holmes and his family.
Very important to you?
Yeah, I've been here over 17 years.
Wow. So you love this church, huh?
Yeah. It's just me and a few other families. At best, we're like 20, 30.
Okay. And what do you love about it?
Everybody knows everybody, and we're a close-knit group, and we care for each other.
And this is where you prayed for your sister after a car accident, huh?
Yes.
Yes. Really, because I was in an accident. I was in a bad car accident last year. I was hit on the Highway 635.
Oh yeah. And were you like in a coma for a
Yes,
while?
I went into a coma.
Oh my goodness.
For about a month.
Ooh.
And I went to my church and I knelt in front near the altar and prayed for my sister to come back to me. That night, they had me name off the parts of the brain. They pulled them up on the phone and gave it to me to put into my request to be specific, to ask God to heal. And the next day, she started getting better. I think science and religion don't have to be mutually exclusive, that they work better together than they do apart. Because science can tell us some things and not others, and religion informs us some things but not others.
I agree.
I understand. I agree.
Yeah.
Most definitely, I agree. What Fred had to say that night, they told us that Khadijah, they didn't expect her to come out of it. They had given up on her.
Oh no.
When I said, okay, we're going to church. We went to church. I was out in the driveway crying to the pastor, squeezing his hand. He was but he let me squeeze. Fred came outside and said, let's go inside and pray.
Okay.
So pastor said, yeah, let's go inside and pray. I know he wanted me to let go of his hand. But we went inside and we prayed to God. And Khadijah, I consider her, she's my miracle child. Because after church, that next day we went to the hospital, she was out of her coma.
That's amazing.
Simple as that. So I'm just saying this to say and have to say it. God is good. God will take care of you. You got to trust and believe. You have to have your faith.
I love it.
It's all. She's a miracle. She's my first miracle, put it like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Even though I didn't want to get on camera, I had to say that.
Well, that's worth getting on camera for.
Say that.
When I heard the news that it wasn't looking good for my sister, I said it was good news because now I know what to pray for.
Oh, wow.
So when I
That's
got
faith.
down on my knees and
Yeah.
that was the first miracle that I received at the Word of God Christian Center.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Because I had nothing to do with that. Word of God Ministries.
Awesome. And they take care of you good, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. All right, let's get out of here. I was following Freddy out the door. He closed the door behind him. All right, I'm gonna follow Freddy. He's gonna get his news story. Hey, how you doing? Here I come, Fred. I'm gonna come in with you. I'll hang out at the door though. Okay.
In 2003, when I cashed in my accumulated college undergraduate credits for a bachelor liberal arts degree. Wait a minute. Why did I do that?
Hey, what's that?
I'm making Freddy famous.
You're making a movie?
I'm making Freddy famous.
My media contact at UMKC arranged for a newspaper interview with a reporter from the Kansas City Star, and
Making a movie?
Yeah. Freddy's a superstar. All right, let me back up and see. So this is your news story.
May 28th, 2003.
So I'm gonna put an angle on that.
It's been long. Microfilm, I don't know if it's on the server at kansascity.com.
You don't know if it's what?
I don't know if it's on the...
Is it?
Yeah, it's on the archive. On kansascity.com.
Okay.
Okay,
Say that again.
it's in the archive.
Get that for you?
Yeah.
Let me grab it out of your hands real quick. I want to see if I can get without too much reflection and stuff or whatever. I'm gonna try to get this so I can have all the information. I've known you for 38 years now. Okay. And I've never known your diagnosis.
Yeah, according to my newspaper story, my official diagnoses are bipolar disorder and schizoaffective disorder, which has a better prognosis than plain schizophrenia.
Okay, so
I'm pausing right now because I realized after all this editing of this movie that we finally found the answer of is he or isn't he? Right here in this newspaper story. Diagnosed with bipolar disorder, schizoaffective disorder, and autism. Interesting. Did you forget that, or did you know that?
Oh, that's the reason why I didn't speak for a year when I was 2.
Oh, is that what you were getting at when you told that story? Because you didn't say yes, and so I didn't speak for a year. You just went right to the story, so I didn't know.
Yeah, so that's then the question is, how did they know that I could read if I wasn't speaking?
That's a good question. Yeah, but I don't know. That is interesting. Now, in the movie, your mom talks about she doesn't even know if autism is a part of this.
Oh, I took a Facebook test a long time ago, and that has dubious credibility.
Sure.
But the way I scored on it, it's scored just enough, just high enough so that it couldn't be ruled out.
That it couldn't be ruled out. What were some of the questions that you had to answer that they caused to determine?
I don't know. It's so long ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and this is 2003, so this is before Facebook. So where did they get their information that you were also autistic?
Must have been from my mother.
But she has since forgotten that since I interviewed her. She said she heard it, but it didn't sound. That's.
I may have mentioned it during my interview with Angela Snyder.
Okay.
That's our number.
It's so interesting because I felt like this whole time, like you weren't telling people you were autistic, or you didn't know you were autistic.
I probably didn't know.
You didn't know, and seeing it right now isn't like some sort of like crazy shock or anything like that. You mind sitting up? It isn't some sort of crazy thing to see it right there that that was in a newspaper, and sometimes you know it and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, because they had to dig deep into my background to get that.
So that newspaper reporter probably maybe checked some places outside of you and your mom to find that information.
Yeah.
Right? Huh. Interesting. Yeah. It doesn't make a difference. You've always been just Freddy, and it's just part of who you are. But what do you have any idea what part of your troubles might stem from autism, or is that not something that registers to you?
I sometimes don't know. Sometimes I don't know how to act, or it's very engaging people's emotions or something.
Oh. Yeah, I've also noticed though you don't like where other people would tend to get their feelings hurt in certain situations. It doesn't appear that you do, but maybe I'm just not reading your face right or something.
Let's see. I'm pretty thick-skinned, so
okay.
It takes a lot to get to me.
Get to you. Did you have ever like any trouble with like loud noises or like strong stimulus that drove you crazy?
I don't.
Nothing like that?
I don't think so.
So it's more just about interaction with people?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. I just always wondered about that. Because like a lot of us, like we're, when I say in this, is he or isn't he? A lot of people have like, and it may seem weird, but people wonder about you because you're kind of an interesting dude, and you're real smart, and you've had the challenges you've had. People have kind of thrown that around like, oh, he's probably autistic, or he's definitely autistic. They said that in high school or something like that. But then everybody's like, no, that's that doesn't necessarily mean that he is. Guess it doesn't matter. Not that important, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a small part of a big. It's just a small part of a big picture.
It's one of those things. It's like, do you really need a label for your friend? But it probably helps his doctors treat him. Anyway, there it is, in case you were wondering.
Cool. That's awesome. I never knew that happened, Fred. Okay. I'll wait right here. Were you pretty proud of yourself when that happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. What was more exciting, that or the TV appearance?
TV. Dang it.
Having trouble with that key.
I have two house keys. Because mom took back her house key that she lent to me, and so in retaliation I took back my house key that I lent to her, so we each have 2 keys to our own houses.
So you and your mom had keys to each other's place?
Yeah.
But then you got mad at each other and you took the keys back?
She took her keys back, and so I took my keys back.
So now you have 2 keys to your house. That's funny. That's funny. Yet you were having trouble with the key this then.
Yeah.
But it could have been either key.
Yeah. It doesn't take me as long to open my door now.
Well, yeah.
I usually choose one or the other. Dang it. The newspaper story dealt more with my diagnosis, but these 5-minute report on TV news chronicled my effort to get a degree. Thursday, May 15th, 2003. KMBC TV 9 News. They shot footage of me and my mentor, Dr. Seabrooks, and
mentor at what school?
UMKC. And got some footage of me walking around the quad. And in addition to my psychiatric diagnosis, I am legally blind in my right eye.
Oh, okay.
It's practically non-functional.
And that's what qualifies you as disabled?
Yes.
The right eye. Okay. And that just happened recently, right?
I've always been nearsighted, but it was only in 2016 that vision finally stopped.
Like it doesn't work at all? The eye doesn't work at all?
Not at all.
Wow. Can't see nothing out of there.
Nothing.
Crazy.
And Mom says I use my one good eye as an excuse, but I have to do things where people have to do 1 or 2 times, I have to do 3 or 4 times because I'm always missing stuff. Missing details here and there. Let's see. Loans.
Loans.
See. You gotta maintain a B average to be in grad school. I'm at 2.8.
Oh.
I got B average last semester, but I need an A average. This year I'm shooting for an A average. My first essay test was an A. I got an A4, but it had us do a rewrite where we get a letter grade, bumped up a letter grade, which I did, and I got 94.
Nice. What class was that?
American Environmental History.
Oh, okay.
Our second exam's coming up on Tuesday.
Okay.
Our third exam will be the final.
Okay.
And in philosophy of social science, a doctoral level course, on midterm I got 92 out of 100.
Wow, things are going well then.
To get off academic probation, but to do that I needed to get straight A's or as close to that as I could.
Right.
So I had my note takers, I stayed on top of my assignments, I wrote a lot of papers, or did rewrites of essay exams. I guess they weren't all that hard. Just staying on top of them and writing and citing and stuff like that. That's basically, I'm doing PowerPoint presentations for art history.
Do you find that hard to lead a group of people and teach them stuff?
No, it comes easier to me and stuff.
Oh, good.
I want to be a history professor someday. Just staying on top. African American art history, A. American environmental history, A-, and philosophy of social science, A. cumulative GPA of 3.1. So I can take my last semester and finish my Master of Arts in Liberal Studies degree.
Oh, okay. What are the classes you're taking this last semester?
English literature course on the Harlem Renaissance and Scientific Revolution 1500 to 1700. So we'll probably be talking about Copernicus, Galileo, Newton. I was granted permission to use the English literature on the Harlem Renaissance as my capstone for my graduate certificate in Black Studies.
Tell me about the, I keep forgetting what you call them, the event, the mixer thing in the fall.
Diversity Social.
Did you ever find out why the bus isn't running today?
Well, it got a late start at 11 a.m. because of the snow plan.
Oh, I see. So, anyway, we're going together.
I've been talking about this for years. I've been talking about bringing it back for years. I finally got it on the agenda last fall. I was even able to get it onto the agenda last semester as a triumph of sorts. Supposed to have it earlier this semester, but it kept getting bumped last semester because we couldn't reserve the space. Now we reserved the space, but we're working out the details.
Okay.
But I'm confident that we'll be able to put it on at the end of February. It's going to be smaller in scope than in years past, but the fact that I was able to bring it back after an absence of about 15 years that had been going on in my undergraduate years. We got to get the cultural aspects of it. We got the party aspects of it, but it's more than just a party. It's supposed to have cultural reflection parts and cultural outreach. We are going to Wind Down Wednesday, which will then segue into my event, the Diversity Social. We finally reserved a room, or we thought we reserved a room for Student Union 401, but there was a schedule conflict with Union Programming Board for Trivia Night, part of Court Warming.
Okay.
So we decided at the last minute to put it into the Multicultural Student Affairs office and the third floor open space outside of Office of Student Involvement. I like to see people start bringing it up again and carry it on after I'm gone, or something I could come back maybe a year or so ago and that they're still having. I'm trying to spark interest in Diversity Social and see if it catches on like it did when I was undergrad.
What do you hope they take out of it?
They have a good time, they get to know others from different cultures and stuff, and expand their horizons. Last semester I brought my Big Bang Theory Uno deck and Trivial Pursuit 25th Anniversary Edition that I got in 2008.
Oh, you brought that last year.
Oh, so far, the only one that's played me in Trivial Pursuit is Kishanda.
Oh, yeah?
And I beat her. I first told my mom that I wasn't going to a Harlem Renaissance, which is the night class that I usually have on Wednesdays.
Uh-huh.
And last week I informed my professor that I wouldn't be in her class this week.
Was it okay? Everybody was okay with it?
Everybody was okay with it. I told her I was going to burn one of my 2 unexcused absences.
Because this is kind of an important night, isn't it, Fred?
Yeah, because this has been on my mind for the past, 15 years or so. That's what I wanted.
Why aren't you hanging out in the other room with everybody else? I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just asking.
Who would like to turn any face at the table?
Like, how many people you think would have been at the previous versions of this?
Maybe at least 100, maybe.
Yeah, so we probably got about 20 or 30 people here right now. That's not a bad start for trying to bring something back.
Yeah, it's a start.
No, just a while. So what now? What's the color?
Oh yeah. Blue.
Blue.
Oh, it's red.
You get a pause. Uno. Alright, good game, guys. Good game.
Hey, Freddy. I would say this is a success. It's spread out into the hall. We're going to need a bigger room next year, and I have documentation to prove it.
Okay. So I will request pissing off the get-go.
What'd you say?
I'll request pissing off the get-go.
Right. You knew.
If Justin Timberlake can bring sexy back, why do
Exactly. You can bring sexy back too.
I'm aware of my limitations.
It was a pretty good turnout, all things considering that we had to throw it together at the last minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would bet you probably had 50 or 60 people in there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Spilled out into the hall.
Yeah.
Means they'll probably make it bigger next year.
Yeah.
Call it the Freddie Moore Diversity Social after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on with Big Bang Theory? Your big finale tonight?
Yes.
What do you like about that show?
Let's see. I like the characters. I identify with Leonard because in his pursuit of Penny.
You relate to that?
Yeah, even though I have yet to find Miss Right.
Still looking, huh?
Yeah. I guess I'm not looking because I haven't been out on dates and stuff. But I'm just trying to get myself together first. Because, like, take my apartment for instance. You know the Friends episode where Russ dates the girl with the messy apartment? Mm-hmm. I'm the girl with the messy apartment. It's terrible. I gotta step it up for it next time. Because I gotta pass inspection next time, or else it's curtains for me there. And so
inspection with who?
Section 8.
They make sure that your room is clean or your house is clean?
Yeah.
Really?
Alright. You gave me a reprieve last time, but I gotta step it up. And last night I picked up around my front room and mopped my kitchen floor and stuff, and put my spare shoes into my den. I'm sort of a clutter bug and stuff.
You like this routine of riding the bus?
Yeah,
you like it?
Yeah, I got used to it and stuff. I used to ride the Main Street Max. We could let me off at 51st and Brookside, and then I walk over to 51st and Oak, and then climb this stairs with like 100 or so steps from Oak to Cherry. But now I just ride the University's Crossroads, which lets me off right in front of the Student Union, which is where I usually go. We take the State Avenue to 6th and Wyandotte. The Wyandotte's blocked off about 8th and Wyandotte, so it can't go through like they usually do. Get off. Sometimes they'll turn the corner, sometimes they'll just go straight down towards Main Street. Because Wyandottes blocked off, so I instead of catching the University's Crossroads at night on Wyandotte like I usually do. I catch it at 7th and Wyandotte.
If I was to write you a theme song, would you want a nice beat?
Yeah, nice. Fun yet serious.
Fun yet serious. Yeah, that's you.
His rendition of his entrance theme for WrestleMania 34 had a rock guitarist from Alice Cooper. Final will begin, but in the meantime, I gotta make a pit stop.
Seems like you're a familiar face. They know you over here?
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
What a big day.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Fine.
Fine.
Fine. I only had half a cup of water before I were at my mom's house before coming here. Haven't had to go to the restroom once.
Awesome.
Hello. Yeah, bro.
good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Look at this group of people. Beautiful people.
College kids history. Sort of my tribute to the memory of Mr. Hathaway. I didn't come to this realization until after Mr. Hathaway had passed, because during our years at Sumner, he dissuaded a lot of people from pursuing history because it's a very tough field. And so I figured that's the next challenge for me, see if I can get a history doctorate. Last year I was made Sunday school superintendent. It's my job to try to figure out ways to bring more people into the Sunday school. I appoint Sunday school teachers. So if I'm not doing it, somebody else is doing it. I usually do it at pastor's behest. And they want somebody else to take over. I make sure they have a teacher's manual and make sure that they prepare the night before like I do.
Area.
Okay.
So miss the stairs. Couldn't do it.
Let us open up in a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for waking us up this morning and allowing us to get to your house of worship. Thank you for all the blessings you bestowed on us thus far. Today's lesson is entitled, Heirs Because of the Gospel. For ye are all the children of God by faith in Christ Jesus.
For as many of you as have been baptized into Christ have put on Christ.
There is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Christ Jesus. When heirs are young, they're under conservatorship, they have guardians, they have tutors to watch over them until the time appointed in the will is completed. And once they reach their maturity, they become lords of all and inherit their parents' estate. And God conferred his sonship unto the believers in much the same way that the university faculty and everything conferred his degrees unto graduates. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I'll take care of him. When I could walk, when I can do the steps, I used to go there all the time, make sure he's clean and everything like that. He takes care of his own self. I'll make sure, because I ain't going to be around.
Yeah.
I'll give you another 20, 30 years and I'm gone.
All that standing last night.
Well, I hope the ball keeps rolling, man, in your direction. It's you're doing really great work here, buddy.
Thank you. Okay, here it comes.
Here comes the bus.
Hey Fred, how you doing?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just chilling at home. What'd your mom say about calling me?
Your call takes precedence over business. We have until 5 to go pay bills at BPU and stuff. Yeah, I got some money from my dad for Mother's Day. Get pizza. I might even be able to get fries too.
Have you heard anything about whether they're going to start reopening stuff soon, or?
Governor Kelly's got a plan to open up like in phases.
Oh, I
Phase
see.
one, keep it to like 10 people or less. It's the federal government's job, but the federal government doesn't want to do it, so it's left to us, to the states. Mom said I can have sweets tomorrow since I had sweets yesterday. Yeah, she rationed all my sweets and my chips.
Your mom still smokes, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I told her she's at higher risk. Besides being old and stuff, I'm at higher risk because of my diabetes and stuff.
So you're still looking to do a PhD, right? Or another master's?
I'm waiting out the election to see how the student loan debt thing will play itself out. Yeah, I don't want to incur too much debt. I already know I'm going to be working for the next 40 years to pay off.
Yeah, you and me both, man. I have to include in the movie the killer game of Uno that was going on.
Because nobody will play Trivial Pursuit with me.
I will. I'm the only one on record ever having beaten you in a game of Trivial Pursuit. Thank you very much.
I don't think you can beat me on my Big Bang Theory deck with this banging to be on.
No, I could not. I could not defeat you in Big Bang Theory. Anything.
I've seen every single episode. I'm going to try to get the substitutes license as soon as possible.
Okay, have you thought about tutoring?
I haven't tutored in quite a while. I'm pretty rusty. I can't write cohesive proofs. Some people have it, some people don't. Basically, it would be great if I could win the lottery and stuff and not have to work again. I would travel.
You would travel?
Maybe go to London or to Madrid. Go to Spain, try to use what I learned in Spanish class. I got a textbook and at least 2 dictionaries.
So you think you'd be okay, huh?
Yeah. I've also got Google Translate.
Yeah. Yeah, that Google Translate it's a real help.
Yeah.
Yeah. You getting tired?
No.
No?
I'm not tired.
Okay. It just looks quite a bit like you're tired right now.
Sorry, I gotta stop leaning back.
No, you're okay, Fred.
That's great.
No, you're alright. I feel like you and I are becoming better friends because I'm making this movie about you.
Yeah. We're becoming better friends. We're growing closer. And you're practically like part of the family.
I feel like that. I have learned a little bit about sort of assumptions that people make about other people, but not by talking to anybody else, just by watching myself throughout this process. I think I assumed a lot of stuff about you before I really got to know you. I don't know that I didn't think we were friends before, but now I realize that it's comfortable to be your friend. I trust you, and I appreciate you, you know?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I trust you and appreciate you too. This last year and a half has left twists and turns. It started with my last year in grad school and ended in the midst of a pandemic. We will get through this stronger and better than ever. Listen to the scientists and not the politicians.
Any general life philosophies you got for the world?
Just always be ready to learn.
Well, why don't we go get lunch? We can talk.
Well, it's so neat to get lunch and get an eggnog shake.
Okay, I want to get an eggnog shake.
From where? Oh, they got that.
Yeah, it's Christmas. They always have eggnog shake.
I had no idea.
You sure you don't want to go someplace else? Like someplace I could take you to some. Well, you want the eggnog shakes. I'm gonna get you eggnog shakes.
My cousin got this for me. It's Atlanta Black Crackers Negro Leagues this baseball team. Don't give me any trouble, phone. Now it's not time for you to act up. Where are the deals? Alright, view all deals.
Your app says view all deals and it's not showing you any deals?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Why do I need that login? View all deals. That's the restart machine. Wi-Fi here.
What were you gonna get? You were just gonna get eggnog and a eggnog shake and a and a chicken meal?
$1 large fry and 2.
Well, order it and I'll pay for it, and you'll use your app at home later.
Well, fellas, large fry is like close to $3. That's crazy.
Gotcha. Why don't I just get your?
Go up to the kiosk. Pull up our order.
How's the Wi-Fi working?
Got 4G, but
Okay. Well, let's just let me get it.
where's that?
Yeah, there. Okay.
I guess I'll be good. Remember things.
What do you mean?
That's cheaper than I thought.
Yeah, get it if you want to. Get me a large diet.
Finally comes to the shakes menu. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla.
Oh, disappointment.
Just one day at Christmas and y'all don't have.
No eggnog. It's just one day after Christmas. Y'all could still kept the eggnog, or is that a special order? Just had to go up to the counter and say, "Excuse me, I would like an eggnog shake, please." And we would say, "Yes, we'll make one for you," or "Sorry, it's after Christmas."
So what'd you get?
Just my lunch, a couple of big chickens, large fry, and I guess I gotta get my own large Diet Coke. I just asked the counter.
What? But they didn't have a counter. They had a kiosk and a bunch of people standing 12 feet away from us.
We could have walked up to the counter. Excuse me, do you have eggnog shakes?
Well, Fred, I just want to say, I can't make any promises here, but
because it's a story. We bought a kind of eggnog Christmas
I'm
dinner.
not saying we have eggnog shakes, but
Oh, eggnog floats?
there's a possibility of me saying we may be able to help you out here.